Hi guys, and welcome back to Trina's Garden. So today we're going to be going over the top 5 herbs that I believe you should have during the end times, right? You know, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, so I believe certain stuff have been coming into play in the world. You cannot refute the influx of wickedness, because I believe that you're not going to have access to the doctors, to hospitals, to synthetic drugs as we have access to them today. It's going to be a lot harder, and a lot more people are going to be sick, which means a lot more people are going to die. Okay, and so to minimize death, to minimize health complications and the spread of disease and infections, I'm going to give you my top 5 herbs I believe you should have in your medicinal cabinet for the end times. Okay, alrighty. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first herb is plantain. The scientific name is Plantago major. The leaf helps pull poisons out and pulls infections out. I forgot what animal it is. I think it's a weasel. It looked like a weasel. But I love watching animal documentaries and how they function and what herbs they use, because I feel like animals are the first herbalists. You look at like a goat, or your dog will go out and eat some grass. Why? Because it helps with digestive issues, okay? So a weasel will get bit by a snake, right? And what do? They go and run and eat plantain leaves, right? Because it's going to help pull the poison out. Plantain leaf also helps pull infections out. It treats venomous bites and stings. It can be effective in treating sepsis. The leaf is the medicine. It can be used topically or internally. So when I say topically, I mean like tinctures, salves, things like that. Internally, you know, tea and tinctures. The next herb that I think you should have for the end times is going to be echinacea. Echinacea is a little bit similar, but it's not similar, but echinacea is good for venomous bites, like rattlesnake bites and brown recluse bites. It's because it neutralizes the enzyme that dissolves the tissue from the venomous bites, right? I've talked about echinacea before with the top 3 herbs that you should have. Also has some antibiotic properties. Echinacea is really good as an immune stimulant, right? So it stimulates the immune system to fight infections. On trinasgarden.company.site, we have a wellness tea. I know a lot of people are getting sick. So the wellness tea includes echinacea, because echinacea is a great immune stimulant, helps fight infections. Also, echinacea can boost the medicinal component, or let me see if I can use another word. It boosts the effect of the other herbs paired with it in the blend. So I advise that you check it out if you have a home that's up in arms right now because it's like everyone's sick, or if you don't want a home that's up in arms, I would get it to prevent sickness, because I usually take this once a week or twice a week. It just depends if everyone around me is sick, or I'm like, I'm noticing something's going around. Let me take it to prevent myself from getting sick. So check that wellness blend tea out on trinasgarden.company.site. Support your local herbalist and help your home be healthy and thriving. Alrighty, so echinacea also helps with joint healing and cartilage healing. A lot of these herbs, if I'm like repeating it, like, oh, you talked about echinacea before, it's good. Keep listening, because what comes with repetition? Memorization. I want you to memorize these herbs. Yeah. Okay, the third herb that I believe that you should have in the end times is going to be cayenne. Cayenne, I've talked about before. I made a whole video about it before. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out on my YouTube channel. Also, take this time right now to subscribe if you like my content, so I can keep putting out content for you guys, okay? And so I can keep informing you on knowledge of all the herb yielding seeds that God gave us, right? That's going to help heal our bodies, because our bodies were formed from dust. So it only makes sense that herbs help us heal. And pepper. It stops bleeding internally and topically, clears phlegm from the lungs, helps clear the sinuses. We have an allergy tea that has cayenne in it. trinasgarden.company.site. I recommend it. It's not just for allergy, but it's to help get you up in the morning if you're feeling sluggish. Someone that I'm talking to always says that it tastes like fire, like the tea, because of the cayenne, but honestly it works. Like whenever I take the tea, like I'm feeling stuffy in the morning, I'll take it. Helps me, cleans you out. You see the boogies, all the mucus just coming out, right? For stomach ulcers, it helps them heal. It can be used for shock cases, faint cases, and sorry, I heard something. That's weird. Okay, anywhoozy. Yeah, so cayenne pep on the tongue with a little water, it'll wake them right up, and in like faint cases and things like that. Okay, the third herb that you're going to have for the end times is dandelion. So dandelion's scientific name is Taraxacum officinale. The whole plant is edible. It contains a lot of vitamins like A, C, and E. It's high in potassium. It's great liver and kidney tonic. So it means it can help with a lot of liver and kidney problems like jaundice. Also with a lot of skin problems, because a lot of skin problems, believe it or not, is caused by, you know, problems with the liver, like eczema and psoriasis. So it's mainly like a toxicity problem. So if you heal the liver, guess what? Makes the skin happy. Problem solved. The sap of the dandelion, which I found this interesting, will kill warts. So all you gotta do is just break the leaf, and then the sap will come out and put that on the wart, and it'll kill it, right? It helps with bladder infections as well. The leaf is a good diuretic. So diuretic means it just helps stimulate, helps you pee, basically. So it's excellent for bladder infections, right? It's gonna help wash that out. Now the last herb, oh wait, 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, I'm already on the last herb. Wow, I don't know if I just talk fast or this video was just so exciting, I'm like getting through it. The last herb is elderberry. So elderberry is great for immune boosting, right? If it's in the end times, you want your immune system to just work properly. You don't want to be susceptible to infections or anything like that. It also lessens symptoms and shortens the duration of a cold, right? Say it's end times and you're like on the run or something like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I watched some apocalyptic movies and things like that. So say you're on the run and you have a cold. You can't run in the cold. I mean, you can. You'll do what you have to do to survive, right? But it's miserable to run and you have a cold. It's miserable to hide or be able to eat or build shelter when you have a cold, right? Everything is more miserable when you have a cold. So it lessens the symptoms and shortens the duration of a cold, right? Elderberry carries a lot of antioxidant properties which help reduce inflammation and the effects of colds and influenza. So also the symptoms will be lessened and the effect, like the cold's not going to last very long. Furthermore, it helps boost the immune system. Like I said, it's antiviral, has antibacterial properties. It's packed with vitamin C, soothes colds and coughs. Alrighty guys, those are the top 5 herbs that I recommend that you have for the end times. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Oh, I'm a YouTuber now. I'm like asking for likes. Yeah, buddy. And yeah, if you keep liking my content, it helps me to know like, okay, they want more information. Let's share with the world. Also, I do this full time. Like, I'm herbalist full time. If you want to support me, support the knowledge that I give you, go get you some goodies off of trinasgarden.co.site. It's not for me. I have a medicinal natural cabinet. I'm ready, okay? But I want you to be ready. So check out the herbal blends on there. That's going to help boost your immune system. You know what I mean? It's going to help fight against certain infections and pull out poisons and things like that. It's going to help with headaches and A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Just check out all the things, you know, get some salves, right? Ointments, and just store it up and just slowly start building your medicinal cabinet. I tell people this all the time. You just never know. And it's better to be prepared than to be sorry. And this brings me to a story in the Bible because I am a Christian herbalist. You know, that's why I put Christian before herbalist, because I'm that before anything. But the 10 virgins, right? And 5 of the virgins had oil in their lamps and 5 of them didn't. So when the master called, 5 of the virgins were like, hey, give us some of your oil. And the other 5 virgins were like, absolutely not. And they were able to get in the house, right? But then when the 5 other virgins went to get oil and they finally got back to the house, they were like, let us in, let us in. The master was like, no, you should have been prepared, you should have been ready, whatever. Like, that's just a summary of it, but I recommend you check it out. I'll put the Bible verse here, but that just tells us that we need to be prepared, okay? And it just tells us that how paramount it is to prepare even if you don't know what's coming. But you know, a lot of people are on here telling you something's got. First of all, it's not even people telling you, it's written in the word, okay? So it's just good to be prepared. Just to subscribe also supports me, and share this video with your friends. If you also have any ailment that you want to do a one-on-one consultation with me, make sure you reach out to me at trinasgarden at gmail.com. Sorry, I forgot my own email. It's trinasgarden at gmail.com. Yeah. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye. Oh, and make sure you stay in God's word, because every day with God is a good day.